Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. So, last time I logged out in Felwood in the southern parts down here by Mavis River Breeze, and I've just moved myself up north. Actually, I went to Winter Spring in Everlook and sort of emptied my bags. Made a full refill with my lovely enriched mana biscuits that I got from grinding Argent Dawn rep a few episodes ago. And I'm just going to show you, I'm going to do a full sort of circle of how I usually grind this area. I've done it before on my priest, so I'm just going to use the same tactics really. And when I get up here in the neighborhood, I'm going to pick up hopefully the flowers active up here, the Songflower. There's one hidden up here. It's up here somewhere. That will give me my desired buff. So, I'm just gonna buff up pretty much with everything I got. So I got an Elixir of Greater Intellect. I make these myself. I got a Lesser Mana Oil. It's from Enchanting. One of my enchanters can make these from some dust. And let's see what else we got. Yeah, I could have used the Wizard Oil instead. It doesn't matter much as long as I get some kind of regeneration. I got an Arcane Elixir for a little extra spell power. And then finally I'm gonna use Sagefish Delight, but that will give me 6 mana per 5 seconds extra regenerated. So there are basically 3 mobs. I think there are these sort of Avengers, they're sort of warrior-like. Then we got the Den Watchers. They are sort of the Alarmo bots, sort of melee mobs as well. And the Chamois here that can do... I think they usually do lightning damage, but I think they can heal as well. So, with my current setup, I should be able to nuke them fairly quickly. I'm just gonna see how it goes without using roots here. But I think it's preferably even as level 60, unless you have some certain kind of spec to, like say, a Frost Mage that can take a lot of at the same time. I just do a mob at a time, really. And the main reason is that, yeah, as I've said before, Moonkin doesn't like to be hit on or interrupted while casting spells. Well, no casters really like that, but as I did the grind on my Shadow Priest, I had the shield that had to be sort of broken down. It will be absorb around 1000 damage, and while it holds, my spellcasting will not be interrupted, and that's Moonkin's great advantage, and especially inside. I could use root here if I want, but I can't use roots inside. That when I have 2-3 mobs hitting at me, I cannot get any offensive spells off. Anyway, I got this drop. It will start a quest that could be handed in for reputation. I'm definitely not gonna use it because I want to save all kinds of quests for when I reach Revered. So the path from Revered to Exalted is done mainly by handing in the feathers that you have grinded from now, where I'm unfriendly, up to Revered. But about the mobs here, yeah, they're not that dangerous unless they sort of, yeah, gang up on you. And the reason why they would do so, or they will probably do so if they had any chance to do so, but is that they have this kind of Alarmo bot that it's pretty much the only mob that I haven't killed yet. It's called... it's a Den Watcher. There was one down there. They carry a mace instead of a sword, like this guy. But as you can see, I sort of clear pretty methodically, so I almost always have an escape route. That's nothing new. That's how I usually play. High level, low level, whatever. And down here we have a double pull. I'm probably gonna have to replenish. These two will be, yeah. I'll have to pull these two together. And probably these two afterwards. But usually it's smartest if you can make a pick, then kill the Den Watcher first, so they don't start making their sort of scream. I'm gonna take this guy first because he was wandering over to the other two guys, and then in a second, yeah, I'll meet his body there. And as you can see, they do kind of hurt, even on a 60. So I suppose I don't want too many of them at the same time, of the casters. 2 will do. Here we have the Den Watcher, the Alarmo bot I call them, and a warrior. So I want to kill the Alarmo bot first, so I'm gonna root the warrior and then kill the alarm guy. If you pull him away from the others, he's sort of, as you can hear, he's Deadwood Den Watcher calls for help, and the scream won't have any effect. But it does have an effect. Had I been, say, standing over there by this pole, I would probably have pulled this guy as well from the screen of the Den Watcher. And I think that's usually what get people killed or in big trouble here, is that, yeah, as usual, but you get too much aggro simply. So, let's see, there's the dream foil here. And when I pick it up, I'm probably gonna get an extra fell creep. No. I actually didn't get one, but I have a chance to get one of these fell creep. I can hand these in. I don't know. I didn't see how many I have to hand in. Probably like, I don't know. We'll see when I get there. But instead of doing the quest for Salvi, yeah, well, it's. I have my Cenarian beacon that I achieved, that I sort of not achieved but obtained in the last episode, and while I have it equipped, I have a chance to get a corrupted soul shard. If you are a gatherer, and by gatherer you typically would mean well, not typically, but you would mean a skinner, a herbalist, or a miner, then you have a chance to get one of these while you have the Cenarian beacon equipped. So not only these from killing mobs, or from hunting, as the NPC that gave the quest called it. Yeah, so there's an extra way to achieve, get more Cenarian plant cells. So Alarmo bot here, I want him a little bit closer before I finish him off, so he won't sort of stir up the hive. And just as I did this sort of pretty much the same quest, you could say, I grinded some of the teddy bears down in the southern part of Felwood. There was a special mob that I think, well, not I think, I know that he was part of a quest down there. This is kind of a special mob here, Chieftain Bloodmaw, and he will give a little extra reputation instead of the normal 5 that all of the other mobs here they give. And again, I pulled this. So the quest item actually drops again, and I can pick up 2 of them. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, well, there's not much else to do than just leave the quest item, as I already have it, and I can imagine it says that it is unique. Yeah, Deadwood. Ritual Totem, Soulbound unique. So I can only have 1 at my character, and you can only hand it once. I got a recipe that drops, I don't know. I wouldn't say a lot, but it drops some. I think it's very nice healing pants if you want to make a healer. But it doesn't really sell, and there's usually a lot of people grinding these mobs, so it's not. I can imagine it's probably like a 1% drop chance for the recipe. typically are from mobs recipes in that neighborhood. But as there's a lot of people grinding these mobs, then yeah, it's not that rare to see it on the auction house, and people will usually put it up for like, I don't know. Well, there's probably someone trying to sell it for 100 gold, but usually they will sell for like maybe 2 gold or something like that. And to be honest, it's not, for me at least, it's not even worth, saving it. I'm just gonna sell it. What I did since the last episode, besides transporting myself up here, is that I made Hearthstone in the neighboring city of Everlook, because that's almost all I need. There's a bank, and I could have replenished my mana unless I had grinded Argent Dawn Reputation. So I actually went to the Bulwark next to Undercity in order to replenish more of these buns. And there was a recipe for some poison stuff that I actually don't really need, as I have Cure Poison myself, due to being druid. But yeah, completionist in every way, sort of. So I actually bought it, and that was a little bit stupid because it cost like 9 gold, I think. I think it was... yeah, it was this one. Powerful anti-venom. It might not be completely stupid because I can see the item itself. The recipe is soulbound. I can't buy it for any other of my other characters. But if I actually made the powerful antivenoms, I could give it to some of my other classes that want to remove poison. It could be useful later on. But it cost me 9 gold. So I'm really low on money here. I'm down to 89 silver. But that might be sort of okay-ish, because I can see how much money I can actually bring in from this. Yeah, this grind, I mean, of Timbermaw Hold rep. So my famous flower here, and what we did want to get the salvi from. The reason why we want to get the salvi is I can get a very nice buff from this when I cure the flower in a couple of seconds. And as you can see now, I got the same recipe again. It can only drop from these guys, by the way, this recipe. Lots of nice sort of high-end flowers here. Typically flowers that will sell from 1-2 gold a piece. So as you can see, there's a lot of extra money to be made here. And as it doesn't seem here that 0300 on a regular Tuesday morning, that I don't think anyone is gonna come snatch the Songflower, but it would be possible. I mean, anyone that has the salvi, that has done that part of the quest, can sort of take the flower. So I got one of the fell creep thingies here from picking the flower, and I'm up to 9 now at the moment. And just to make sure here that it wasn't some other world drop recipe, as you can see, living leggings, both of these, it's just fine. So what I do here is that you click the flower, and it says it will need 2 scenario and plant salve to cure it. So I'm just going to continue. Then the flower changes into some other kind of flowers, and up to 2 players. I don't even know if you can do it if you're the other faction, but I'm sure that you can do it if you are the same faction. So some other random dude could, horde guy could come by, and he can do what I just did, and he can then get the buff. And as you can see here, it increases chance for melee, ranged, or spell critical chance by 5%. That's really huge. And then all attributes are increased by 15. That's pretty massive for a buff of this kind, I would say. And we got an Alarmo bot down here, also known as a Den Watcher. So I'm just gonna pull him a bit up to me here. And what I'm usually preaching here in hardcore is have an escape route. So my escape route will normally be through this green soup down there, and then this way out. But you could also simply just grind your way all the way around the lake, the green goo lake. Let's call it that. And about the feather drop rate, yeah, I could probably see what it is on Warhead, but yeah. I can imagine it's something like 20% or something like that. So I got an Alamo bot here. I'm just gonna pull him to me. He won't start yelling before he's, I don't know, on 50% hit points maybe. So from pulling him, it's not like you're gonna get all of them pulled because he starts yelling. And this seems to be an okay distance for not to pull more than I already have here. As you can see, they always call for help. You can't... I don't think it's possible to nuke them without them calling for help. And that's pretty much all you have to keep in mind. It's just that when you pull one of the Den Watchers, then you're always gonna get this call for help. Defo time for mana regeneration, and oh, there's another Alamo bot here, aka... No, not true, it's a warrior. And again, you could see the difference that the warriors has sword and the Alamo bots or the Den Watchers has maces. Just by looking at them, I mean. I think this is a double pull. It looks like a 3 pull, but normally it's a double pull, sorry. So what I'm gonna do here is engage with the Den Watcher, that's the Alamo bot, and then when Big Boy here comes around, I'm gonna root him. And as you can see, I didn't get the chamois on top. This guy is actually an Alamo bot as well. He has some kind of scream that will sort of get more of these teddy bears involved with you, or you'll get aggro from them. As you can see there, he's calling for help now, but fortunately no one is near. And that's not a complete coincidence, because I sort of deliberately try and pull them away from the others. It's a bit hard to show exactly the distance of when they sort of get more aggro, but I suppose I'm gonna make a few videos here, and it's gonna happen sooner than later. That I'm gonna screw it up and get more aggro than I wanted. So always in your back of your head, keep it and have an idea of which way you want to run out. And as I have aquatic form, then it's obvious that to go through the lake here, like I said before. This group down here, it's a triple 4-guy pool, something like that, and yeah, there's no need to. They respawn so quickly, I can't kill them all. If you were a group, it might be smart to do them, but as I'm solo and killing them, they will almost not true. They won't respawn as fast as I kill them, but they will respawn as fast, so if you're solo here, there will always be mobs to kill. You simply run a circle as I do now, and as you can see, almost every one of them have pretty much spawned behind me. The feathers, by the way, they will stack in amounts of 250. Got an alarm bot here. Just want him a little bit closer before I root him. And as you can see, this is too far for it to have any effect. Oh, there you go. Our first bind on equip or world drop, you could say. Aegis of Stormwind, not a terrible shield. I don't know what it can sell for, but yeah, with the Alliance logo and everything. Yeah, sure, it'll bring in some, that's for sure. It's not like they're sort of dropping them here, there, and everywhere, these world drops, but on my priest, I think I got 2, 3, something like that, while grinding these guys up to Revered. And actually, I think all of them, it's not true, 2 of them was the same. It was level 49 axes, and as you can see here, I got a level 49 shield. So it definitely has to do with the mobs' level of what they can drop. That makes sense, of course, but as you can see, the mobs are, say, close to level 54, and I think it's rather typical that they will drop. If they drop green items as well, they're typically like 5 levels below the mob's own level. So, before too long, the sort of chieftain will spawn down there as well. Or again. So might as well... And it's possible to get up this way, by the way. So I could remove his bodies here, and then when he spawns down there, I could pull him again. I think it's worth it, because it gives 15 reputation instead of the normal 5. And it's sort of quest item that was there again. The quest, by the way, that will give reputation up to and including Exalted. Whereas, like I said, the killing of the mobs here, the 5 reputation, it stops instantly when you reach Revered. Except for the chieftain guy that spawns down there. Got an alarm bot here, so it's good to get him removed before the chief and the other guys spawn. But the Songflower buff here is definitely felt, that's for sure. And like I said, this group, I'm pretty sure it's a 4 mob pull, so yeah, no need for it. I could probably handle it, but I don't think it wouldn't be pretty. Or the Moonkin here would look pretty after. I'd be low on hit points and all out of mana, I'm sure. And here's our spawn. And again, you have to remember this guy is, yeah, he's an alarm bot as well, and he's actually... I think his scream has a greater range than the normal Den Watchers. There he screamed, and yeah, it's always good to look over your shoulder, but nobody came. How about that, bro? And as you can see, he gave 15 reputation instead of 5, so yeah, sure. Everything counts in large amounts, so... Oh, what I was looking for here is actually the groom's blood. There we go. And the circle I was talking about, so initially I started down there, came up this way, and if you clear this area here first, or this area up here first, both is possible. Normally I clear up here first because it's safer, then afterwards if something go wrong, I have pretty much 2 directions I can sort of escape. And it happens a couple of times on my priest as well. All of a sudden you're a bit sleepy and you get a respawn right on top of you, probably a screamer like this guy, or alarmo bot as I prefer to call them. And all of a sudden you got 5, 6 of these guys on you. I've also tried one of the raiders was here. I know that he is on his mage. And I think I just grinded on my priest for, I don't know, an hour or something like that. And then 2 minutes after I left, I saw he got killed. Yeah. So even if you're an experienced player, you can easily get in trouble. But the trouble could be respawns, but it's most often it's due to the Den Watchers, also known as the Alarmo bots. So watch out for the guys with the mazes, they are the problem. This pack up here, I leave it normally. This guy, the Winterfall Runner, is part of a quest, I think, in the neighboring zone of Winter Spring. I think there's a quest in here where you have to kill him or get some kind of firewater from him. I just leave the pack alone because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guy pull. So this guy I can kill right in front of the others because it's one of the warriors, one of the sword guys. He will not shout while being annihilated here, which is just fine by me. This guy, on the other hand, is, and this guy is a little bit tricky because let's say I pull him up here on the hill. I'm pretty sure I would sort of aggro the whole lot here. So it's better to, yeah, do him down here. That's more than plenty. So you will not get aggro from those guys, but you'll probably get aggro from the one behind. Maybe this guy. We can check it out if the distance is enough that this guy will aggro. He just called for help though there, so this was too far. I mean, for the shout to have any effect. So I got 2 Den Watchers here. I'm just gonna do a little test here of how far the shout will actually sort of be effective. I think this is more than plenty that it'll be effective. So I'm pretty sure when this guy gets to 50% hit points, he will shout, and as you can see, the other guy got alerted. It gives you an idea maybe of sort of the distance where the shout is effective. This guy's shouting as well, but as you can see, no mobs, so no problem. No mobs around, I mean. About the shield here, by the way, I think it can sell for maybe... I think it can sell for like... Well, that... It's for tanks only, of course, but 25 gold is not... It's not too wildly exaggerated, so yeah. So there's a little money in this too. Of naturally, it's a lucky drop, but yeah. Yeah, I'm a little low on funds at the moment, but it's also because I think I sent some gold. I don't recall. I think I was doing some kind of risky quest, and yeah, it was definitely not the one in Redbridge where I was doing level 15 quest. But if I'm up to something risky, I usually send most of my gold to my banker. One thing is dying. There's no reason to lose all your gold at the same time. So we got a plague bloom up here, by the way. I don't know if it spawned or if it was there all along. I'm just talking too much, losing attention. There we go. But plague blooms can probably sell like 2 gold a piece, something like that. So as you can see, it'll run up pretty fast here. If that's 3 times 2 gold, that's 6 gold for 5 seconds it took to pick them up. Would be stupid not to. So soon, full circle completed here. Meaning, could also call it a combat trip around the lake. And as this guy's an Lamo bot, I'm gonna pull him a bit away from the caster. There we go. And it actually didn't work for me anyway, so this distance was enough for his shout to aggro the caster. Yeah, a little painful actually. So, if that makes any sense here. So this guy definitely got aggro due to his scream, so as you can see it's quite a distance actually, where it's effective still. I think I'm even gonna heal. Yeah. Maybe that was uncalled for. I actually got my extremely nice mana biscuits here. And yeah, I'm gonna kill a few more mobs, but as you can see, that means a full circle around the lake. Maybe even with a little bonus. I did kill that chieftain twice, for instance, and probably a few more mobs than I would normally do. Just gonna rebuff with some of my minor buffs. But a full circle around the lake will net be around 400 reputation. I started off around, I don't know, not much more than 0. And I think I'm gonna use one of these sort of mana thingies here as well. There we go. So this guy is a screamer. And I think I'm gonna do 2 more, then I'm at 400 reputation. Nice round figure. Alright guys, and this is my sort of logout spot on this. And I was, in the previous video, I was talking about, you know, locking out safely, and yeah, this is safe, guys. Like I said, I've grinded quite a bit of these on my priest, and yeah, I usually lock out here. But yeah, I was talking about that level 60 that died in a cave, where he had sort of locked out, and then he locked in and had 5 mobs on him in the last video. So this will be fine, and as usual guys, I didn't get to say wave goodbye, but yeah, as usual guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.